Cities and maybe make sure to save it and then go into the transfer settings and connect to your and to system and Game Center, Facebook, Game Center here. Yeah, so everything has been synchronized. Save it. Game Center. Game Center here. everything has been flagged.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the Ducks are in the hurry up. The play action fake. Coming after him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Here's the handoff. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Right down the middle. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Buys a little time. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
They keep attacking through the air. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for a 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Finds a crease at the 20. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion. That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Tide! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but...
And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama!
Number 2 with the grab in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Oregon 0.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Gabriel trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Scrambling away. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And the ball is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. Keeps looking downfield. Throws into the middle of the field. Pulls it in inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he steps to the sidelines on this return. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this time.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Pressure. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking for room, it's James. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They want to just keep throwing it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
You see all this movement in football now, all the sting, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throwing right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The sure hands, it's James. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Simpson. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
In the end zone.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Zings it complete to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Ducks want to move quickly. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The aerial assault continues. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he picks up what he can before stepping out of bounds at the end of the return. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field. I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Alabama pushing the tempo. Right back to the well.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Finds a man on the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw at Simpson. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Direct snap. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll go with a direct snap. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Obliterates him, still on the move. Touchdown Tide! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
On the run from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air, it's Simpson. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hale. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got him, and
But they just say the fuck out your ass, boy. I'm pressing triangle, boy. That shit fucked up, boy. That shit fucked up for real, boy. Ooh, but I'm supposed to be a pick six, boy. But they holding me so fucking bad. Look at that shit. Come on, man.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's caught downfield. Push down for the tackle. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. The give is to Miller. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get two-hand with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Finds his man. It's Johnson.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This time they'll go to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks!
Say no more, young blood.
They've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Getting some heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
GG's, my boy. Played a good game.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've
All
got
respect to you. GG's, though.
going up top on 1st down.
GG's.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Hold that L for me.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense,